Hi dears, in this lecture we will present e-commerce architectures, components, outsourcing vendors and partners. Here this is the whole picture of a typical commerce system. It consists of more than one component. Most important thing or most important component in this picture is the web. At web, you can communicate with browsers used by customers. Other computers are used in this system, which are directly to the web server. So web here, I mean by it the web server and database server and the web browser and also the mail server. For instance, a mail server which sends and receives mail from customer and mailing list server send to customer for their interests. This mail server communicate with the web server periodically or occasionally, which send email addresses to user added to his mailing list. Of course, in case of ads and promoting for new services or products. Another type of web servers is the backup server. In case of any hardware problem affect the main web server, you can in a second take any details and a copy of all your transaction done already and copy it to this backup server. Many other kinds of servers is at the background or the back end of the component web. If you imagine the data store of any system which consists of a series of databases which contain details of customer, especially customer payments. If you say, for example, book on a store and the number of orders, this database server can replicate and store on a separate computer, which is very powerful server, of course, and maintain stock details and the customer financial details as well. Of course, any specialist or developed of booksellers in case of selling book example. Web server also communicates its requirement by means of sending messages to any object interacted with this type of software. We can see here in this web as a front end and its detail at the back end, a form of interface which hides the details of the database and provide an object-based interface to the web server. You see, web here is a very main component and a very huge one with its details. User can enter his orders and this web server can hold or can store all details related to customers, including sometimes his payment method and payment details. This component we will describe it again and again and in details in next lectures. We will go deeply to the types and forms of web servers and recent technologies behind this main component. Okay, so I give more details at the note for this slide inside at the below at the notes please. Okay, let's proceed. At this slide we describe the importance of infrastructure. I put it in some questions. These questions notify you or alert you about the need of each detail standalone. Let's see about let's start about the infrastructure. Web server also should send order information to fulfillment service. These orders, I ask myself if your infrastructure should send orders in real time. I mean in real time, hourly or daily, or the server will collect a set of orders and separately send it in batches, send it to the warehouse, of course. Another question: how will your website handle package tracking and provide the information to your customer? Package tracking, it's very important nowadays to fulfill the need of customer service. How are your website order entry system integrate with the fulfillment, inventory management, return management and shipping system? That's also related with the relation between customer care and customer care and customer service as a concept, and the management of warehouse of these products. Do some orders get priority over others? If so, what are the criteria? This question you have to be considered while constructing your web server or your web site. In case of many orders for many customers in multi regions set in the same time, so what shall you do? Is there any priority over other, and what should you set your priorities? This should be considered while constructing and building your web server, according of course to your policy and your regulations and your competitive competition with others. This criteria is very important. Web server only, web site and web server also should integrate with the payment technical and make any alerts the user will need, and make replenishment delivery delays in case of delaying his package, delaying in his package delivering. Should also consider order inaccuracies in case of package delivered wrong. So you have to put your order inaccuracies policy Erroneous shipping address. If you ship to wrong address, what shall you do? And a return policy, and any penalty uh, should you follow, or should you take action in these cases, incoming returns, and so on. This web show what you have to consider uh, these these questions and have a reply first before building your web service. About shipping, uh, about shipping, the step 2, after customer make an order, is the warehouse management system. And inside warehouse management system, shipping questions come. Shipping question come including what carrier do the website and its supplier use, and not used only, and what system is in place to track shipment. If this system is very accessible to everyone, including customer and employees, and the front or the developer, front end employee, or the developer for this website. It's this shipment tracking is accessible and easy to use for everyone. Will the website offer its customer online tracking, as we say before? Will the website offer a choice of carriers? Many websites nowadays, you can try with Amazon and Egyptian websites as well. Big Egyptian sites, they offer you many carrier, and let the customer select adequate carrier and the preferred one for him. So if this warehouse management give you this option, or offer this choice for his customer, how will shipment rate be determined in case of you select FedEx? So if FedEx shipping rates is determined and clear for all people, all who deal with it, can customer ship to multiple addresses in a single order? Maybe the customer will be outside country, or not in one address, or for his family members. So the receiver may prefer to set multiple addresses for a single order. So what about this issue? Inventory, of course, and again come behind warehouse management system. This warehouse management system handle the out of stock conditions. If the product expected to be available shortly, in case of its out of stock, and does this website will take the order and risk have to upgrade the shipping to meet the promised delivery date, or you shall notify the customer that this product of out of stock and you can't manage it in short date. So what shall your website make in this condition? How about inventory is needed to ensure product availability? Can supply respond adequately to a sudden increase? Suppose a lot of especially you can see that and test it in Black Friday. A lot of customers make a purchase or make an order for an item so if you the ask if your warehouse system manage sudden increase in order numbers or on the order amount for your customer, uh, should it handle it or not. Um of course, we will ask about the distributed computing environment. Um we we will talk in another lecture about distributed computing environment and the need of it to set the importance of the geographic location to fulfill these centers. You see, if you make an order from Egypt for a software package, for example, so if Italy distributed server can handle your order is very easily for the uh, for the provider or for the web to handle this order in the nearby geographic location, and in same time there are a need in management of the inventory, supplier, shipping, uh, uh, via multi techniques like radio transmitted barcoding, software, labeling. All these new techniques, we need distributed servers in multi countries to easily handle and manage customer orders from one spot location to another. So the need of distributed operation used by this company or not is recently become an important subject. What else? The distribution facility through multiple carriers also, and the scheduling of this come in the warehouse management system duties and management. Fulfillment here server, I mean by it that you have to try to achieve one or more of customer fulfillment and objective. We hear think about customer fulfillment, why he go to online. So if he save money or he save a time, if he expect to avoid additional expenses and sales taxes, why he don't purchase this item or this product from his country. So if he don't find this product locally, so he go to outside or online to find his expectation. طب what about customers fear from paying via credit card. So fulfillment server here manage customer questions beyond the warehouse management system. Okay, let's go to the financial system. Of course, financial system here, I mean by it the payment process, which mostly rely on credit card and Visa card and all of paying via the internet and via the electronic fund transfer. And electronic fund transfer, you may hear about this technology, which deal with the information, any information of capturing and processing money and credit transfer between bank and business and customer. It's a very, very large business and large technology with a lot of details for transferring the fund between business and customer, and of course guarantee the most security level and not only security and accuracy and safety measurements should be followed up to date day by day and hour by hour to save transactions of money via the internet. So they may follow encryption data between customer and merchant, encrypt data between customer and firm authorization, and sometimes they go to be offline in sensitive information. That's we mostly talk about each component stand alone. Payment technology, I mean by it the authorization of the both partners, the customers and the business. So it's a very high technology deal with the financial system of the bank for the bank or the third party credit company and so on. Web also integrate with customer services, especially in tracking packages of the customer and the service after the selling the product, gathering and collaborate on the collecting the feedback of customer is very important for the customer care component and servers. And sometimes, and a lot recently, sometimes you may not deal with a human or somebody to take these duties in action, but you may deal with agent care about customer service and customer satisfaction and feedback and the troubles and the problems and the warranty and a lot of details related to customer care. We will talk in a lecture about every details in customer care. That's about this online lecture, and I am happy if you if you ask or send to me your feedback and any other questions till I meet you next week inshallah, and goodbye.